I ever saw them in concert. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Celesteswamppixie here, coming at you with your cards and coffee morning messages. Remember, the messages in these readings are always timeless. They are for whenever you need them. If you don't need them today, they'll probably pop back up when you need it. Right? Everything is backwards now. It's like out there is the true world and in here is just a dream. It has been a little topsy-turvy lately. I'm gonna lie. I'm with you on that. For real, for real. We're gonna do a goddess deck. I'm just gonna get one from this one to go with the oracle cards. Man, I hope y'all are having a good day. I had a fun night last night. I don't know. It's interesting not actually being able to hang out with people, but hanging out with people online in like online chat rooms now. I did AOL back in the day, like the AOL and the Yahoo chat rooms. I did those way back in the day. So it's interesting that essentially we're doing that, but with FaceTime. Ooh. Should I give you a pick? Remember, I've been putting up the links to the Candle Book and Broom and Orion Rising's page for the Earth Day Summit, which is going to be cool. There's going to be music, poetry. I believe there's another reader. There'll be something for everybody, down to the math geeks. We got it all, man. If you have been looking for where are these people at that talk about all this metaphysical and occult stuff and blah, 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 and have you been looking for them? Got them for you. Whoop. We got mischief. Oh, definitely, definitely. Anybody else been getting that mischievous energy? I'm telling you, I looked up that word, learned that word, Heyoka, and I've been looking around for the Celtic or Norse variation of it, and the most I can come up with is Loki. I'm like, of course. I'm going to move my mouse. There we go. Move that off there so it doesn't actually turn off. Oi! So yeah, Mischief Makers. The Captain Chaoses. And this is just pulling out way too many cards today. We got Green Man, Mountain Strength. The Autumn Equinox. So this reading is going to be going all the way till then. Let's see, what shadows are we going to be dealing with? Welcome to the pre-shadow phase of, what do we got? Pluto. We should have been in pre-shadow phase. These guys go retro on the 27th. Pluto goes retro. And then in May starts the domino of all the planets going retrograde. You guys are going to have to come over and check it out. I will be on 1 p.m. on the 21st is when we'll be airing my Wheel of the Year reading for the collective with all the retrogrades and all those goodies in it that you guys probably missed because I locked down the Wheel of the Year readings. Quite honestly, a lot of people are like, well, why did I stop that other page, right? Why did I stop the other channel? Unfortunately, I feel like someone advertised me at the very beginning, and a lot of the subscribers on there did not evolve. You know, because if they're still... You're not supposed to stay watching, especially those love tarot readers. I mean, there's supposed to be a stage in the path, and for sure a lot of people take that stage, but the nothing but romance, twin flame, stalker, I mean, that stuff really kind of unnerves me a bit. when you start to really think about it, I mean, those people, they're feeding a delusion for people. I mean, regardless of whether what they're reading is true or not, it's still feeding your delusions. But we're going to peek into this person's life and, you know, and the tarot readers always do it this one way too. They're like, you know, it's always geared towards single women. And they're always reading for a man who has left them for another woman or has another woman. And the other woman is a karmic. Oh, and she's dangerous, right? She's going to ruin everything, and she's fake, and blah, 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 blah. And, I mean, and it's just, it's terrible, man. Just sitting there casting all these nasty, negative timelines at people. Why? That's the difference between actual twin flames and people who think they're twin flames. Actual twin flames cannot wish ill will on the other person. You just can't. It's not a setting. Revenge, anger, things like that. You don't want to. You want to see them do well, regardless of whether they are with you or not. You know, I mean, you get so hung up on this romantic stuff. It's got nothing to do with romantic, and, you know, the truest loves there is are platonic. Once you add romance to it, it kind of almost taints it a little bit, because now you added in all these other things, human emotions that get attached to it. When you attach romance to it, you put ownership to it. When you put ownership to it, then you got jealousy and things of that nature. You know? Everybody's got to start learning to love in a way that their partners actually feel free. Alrighty. Let's see what we got going on here today. Today. 555 definitely is up here. And I got the 5 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, and 5 of Swords down here. We have the Jack of Wands and the Queen of Swords down here, right? So we got the Jack of Wands, and he's got the 5 of Wands. So Jack of Wands is surrounded by conflict, right? And we got the Queen of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles. So you got, one is dealing with, like, emotions, over emotional, passionate type of arguing, right? Whereas this side's more of a financial worry side. So the masculines are dealing with, like, usually this card is multiple people, but it's like this one person sitting in the middle. So this is what the masculines are dealing with right now, right? Someone's dealing with a spoiled princess. I mean, that could be anything. That could be someone in their life that is a feminine, is pitching a fit and causing lots of conflict with other people. This one's got a mask on, probably putting out that energy of, I am doing far more better than I am right now. I feel like everybody's a little bit drained after a big battle, and we're all trying to put all that shit back together now to figure out how to move past on that. Definitely a very interesting 3D line there. Alright, so let's see what's going on up in everybody's head in the 40 here. What is going on, right? Right in the center here, you got the 9 of Cups, right? We all understand that that is an energy that is for us, right? That has to come from inside you. You can't, 9 of Cups does not exist outside. See, she's running through the water. I cannot wait to go to the beach. I was just thinking about this earlier. She's running through the water. She could care less about any of the cups. She's not afraid of knocking them over or making waves or anything else like that. She's just enjoying herself. So that's the 9 of Cup energy, is being able to be happy no matter where you are or who you are with. Let's see, is this cooled down enough? Oh. with some hot tea this morning, but I made it really, really hot. All right. So, this whole experience, and we got the strength card here, right? It's all about building strength and endurance and controlling your emotions and changing perspectives. I mean, this is all supposed to be this build-up for everybody. You know, you got to try to focus more on happy memories than sad memories right now, guys. It's important that we learn how to do that, because it gets to the point where if you dwell on the negative past too much, you can't even have a happy memory without a bad memory immediately popping up with it. There's a time to end the shadow work, okay? Or time and place for the shadow work. You got to be able to turn that off, right? So strength and focusing on the positive aspects, understanding that energy comes from within. If you're going to tap into the past, tap into those 9 of Cup energies, right? Definitely got some tension communication on the line on the 40 there, right? Prince of Swords. I feel like it's not so much words, because this is the 40 line, but there's definitely quick, harsh thoughts right away, snap judgments being made, and then you're going to have to reel back and then relook at it and be like, oh man, that wasn't even really what that was. It was just, my own imagination running off with me, right? So just be careful with that kind of energy, right? Be sure that you try to stay as focused as you can. Don't get lost reminiscing, and I say that because this is even saying what you want to kind of keep your focus still on one foot in front of the other, while you're walking through that valley of fire, right? One foot in front of the other. Don't worry about next week or tomorrow or any of that other stuff. You got your plans and your seeds put into a certain direction, just one foot in front of the other, and the rest will be what it'll be. All right. Now, the 5D is a very interesting thing going on right now. In the center of the spread, the 8 of Cups is upright, right? So it's definitely telling everybody that it's a time to move on. Look at that. One foot in front of the other, right? One foot in front of the other. On this side, I find this extremely interesting. You got 2 of Pentacles and the Temperance, which are virtually the same damn card. They're both juggling in the artwork. Turn around so you can see them, right? You see these two? Both in the energy of learning to balance energies, but they're imbalanced because they are reversed. There's something that needs to be moved on from. And it's definitely something that cannot be moved on from is blocking these energies. It's really the game, right? That's really what everybody wants, right? Oh, I'm happy families playing out in the sunshine. That's the end game, right? And now this is collective reading, y'all. This is a lot of people need to move on from their petty freaking pasts and all this childish, stalking, negative bullshit energy. I don't want her and my kid. Your ex isn't allowed to date. No one's allowed to go around your damn kids. Are you serious? I mean, people need to move on from these crappy energies. You get into a little tiff with your best friend, and you're not going to talk to her anymore, but y'all are forgetting that you guys have been raising kids together that are best friends, but you don't care about your kids. You're too busy being petty. These are the things that we can't move past. And in Aries, I have an inability to hold a grudge more than like 10 seconds. You know, it's blocking you guys from this. I mean, you can snap back into that energy anytime you want. The only reason you can't is because you're not balancing them out. You're leaning way too hard on one side and focusing on it and refusing to move past, right? Alright. These readings have been getting intense lately. Intense. Alright, so, and then once again, speaking of children, we got here, the child I was meant to be is the shadow aspect, right? And I feel like a lot of people are a little bitter because they wanted to be something and they don't feel like that's what they're getting at the moment, right? And you built your whole life around personas and things like that, and it's all about right now, these energies are about tapping back into who were you before the world told you who you were meant to be. What could you do when you were little that made minutes pass like hours? Or hours pass like minutes. That's it. Oh, my dyslexic ass always doing things backwards. Alright. I do got the mischief card here. Take that however it resonates for you. You know, reminds me of the mermaids in Peter Pan. Love that moon. For the energies, we got Gaia, the world. The world is opening back up. This is the beginning of a new cycle on a higher vibration. Like, that's just what you get with the, you know, that 21. The world is getting back, ready to open back up. I mean, Earth Day is coming. Definitely ready for it, right? We all want, that's the 10 cards, right? We all want to be able to go back out and play again. It's coming, right? If you're going to start reminiscing and you want the world to open back up and you want that 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cup energy, be sure that whatever you're reminiscing on in the past is a happy energy and you're pulling that happy, abundant frequency and casting positive timelines forward with it. Do not go into the past and pick up something negative and project that into the future, okay? Be mindful of what you are focusing on right now. With all these retrogrades coming up, we have this fun little game we play with the universe where things manifest very, very fastly. It's weird. That is what we're learning. That is what we're learning. You guys want to start to be able to manifest things faster? Then you really need to start taking responsibility for what you're thinking and casting into the future. Okay? Get the Mountain card, Release, and Green Man Synergy, right? 99% of the synchronicities that I run into and moments where I feel most in tune are when I am out in nature. It's almost like you are communing with the Green Man. I've felt like I have felt that energetic presence before with me in the woods for sure. Pay attention to those moments that are flowing like that, right? Keep your focus on that. Remember that that's what we're looking for. And when it comes to the synchronicities, do not, and like I said, with all the psycho energies, a lot of people will be like, 1111 makes me think of this person. It's not supposed to be how that works. You're not supposed to see a synchronicity and then assign it to a person. You're supposed to see the synchronicities and then think about what you were thinking about when you saw the synchronicity, right? Now, if you were thinking about them before and then you noticed it's 1111, then maybe that is a synchronicity for you. But if you see 1111, then immediately tack it to somebody else, you're twisting it. You're missing a message. You're so obsessed with the one thing right in front of you that you're not getting it all, right? It's time to be strong and take control of your mind. It's not easy, right? I love the Mountain card. My favorite saying for this comes with Thich Nhat Hanh, and it is, I am as strong as a mountain. My emotions are as calm as the waters of its lake. right? I love that. I am as strong as a mountain. My emotions are as calm as the waters of its lakes. Because you cannot see your true reflection if the waters are turbulent, okay? Right? Time to release your negative pasts. If nothing else came through in this reading, releasing your negative past is definitely one. Stop living in the past. Your brain doesn't really recognize that you're not actually reliving it. It's still going to keep releasing cortisol. It's going to release all those nasty adrenaline, everything else, and all that other stuff that's designed to help you in an intense situation, but too much of it will make you sick. Will make you very, very sick. I said it's okay to break down every now and then. It's okay, like, if a similar situation actually happens in the 3D and triggers those emotions and you have to take some time to reprogram through them again. But don't. It's okay to break down, but it is not okay to unpack and stay there. Y'all, you gotta get up. You gotta get up, you gotta wash your face, and you gotta get through it. I mean, I know it sounds harsh, but, you know, this is the Valley of Fire. This is not Rainbow Fart Valley, so I don't tell you. Breaking bad health habits, self-acceptance, excellent mental health, and letting go of vices. I'm telling you, one of the best things you could do for yourself to give yourself a big boost of confidence and strength is quit a bad habit. Do it by yourself, for yourself. Don't even tell anybody you're doing it. Most of the people I know that successfully did things like quitting smoking and things of that nature, they didn't tell anybody they were doing it. Don't tell anybody. Don't talk to nobody. Don't, keep it just to yourself. A lot of reasons people are not accomplishing the goals that they want to in this reality right now is because you are projecting, you are already... Kind of like how you can live in the emotions of the past. People are doing this thing, and it's called future casting when you're dealing with people with psychological shit. It's like promising these elaborate futures, but people are doing it to themselves. You're essentially gaslighting yourself and doing this weird thing where you go online and then you brag that you're doing something. I'm going to quit smoking or quit or whatever, blah, 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 right? And you do it on day one. And you get all the endorphins and everything else, and you get all the likes, and woohoo, I'm so proud of you, I'm glad you're making this change, and da-da-da-da, and you just, oh yeah, that feels great. And then a few days later, you're like, nah, I don't actually want to do any of that. And you do it over and over and over again. Gotta learn how to, if you really want to break a bad habit, you have to do it for you, and not for some narcissistic supply. Yeah, I know. I'm actually dealing with somebody who's dealing with an actual narcissist, which is why I've been doing all this research so that I can give her proper advice so that she doesn't, get herself in too much trouble. I wish people would just leave people that were horrible, but I don't know what the deal is. The other card I got here is water. Work with the element of water for healing, purification, and refinement. You know what? Whenever I pull this card, I fill up my little water jug, and I do a little bit of a water challenge. And I think that would be a good suggestion for everybody today. Set you up a water jug, put some of your moon water in, draw some sigils on the bottle, and give yourself a little purification today. Help wash away some of those buggy jujus that have been going on. And I hope y'all have a beautiful day. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and winding paths with me. Remember, please click my like buttons, spank my bells, all that fun jazz. Earth Day stuff, the links are in the description. Like I said, 1 p.m. on the 21st is when we'll be airing my Wheel of the Year reading, and we'll be doing an interview with Candle Book and Broom in Virginia over there. And yeah, come on over and hang out, man. It's going to be a ton of stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. DJs, whole 9 yards. All right, y'all. I love you. I'll catch you later.